students, welcome to today's session. This is Sweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu, and today we are going to cover a very beautiful, actually we have already started that, right? So we are going to complete that in today's session, and that's a beautiful poem called Abou Ben Adhem, right? So let us begin with the session, right? So before beginning with the session, let me talk a little bit about the online education that we are providing. So first of all, let us talk about the problems that you usually face, right? So we have tried to identify the problems that we usually face. So let me ask you whether we have identified it correct or not. So if you agree with me, give me a quick thumbs up in the chat box right now. Okay. So doubts, notes, tests and assignments, competitive exams, choice of schedule, and choice of language. Right. So these are the different problems that students face. Yes or no, guys? And the most important part that I want to clarify is, first of all, let me talk about these problems. So these problems we have already solved. How? With the help of personalized attention that we are going to give in the Vedantu classes, with the help of which you are going to solve all your doubts, right? Notes, we are going to give the even the teachers handwritten notes, right? Tests and assignments, definitely we do conduct tests and we have assignment after each and every session that will that will lead to a very structured format of the education that we are going to follow in we actually follow in Vedantu. And competitive exams, yes, we do guide for competitive exams, various competitive exams as well. Schedule, choice of schedule according to your convenience. We have time slots, you need to choose your own schedule. Choice of language, again Hindi as well as English, right? So absolutely no problem you're going to face, that is guaranteed. Plus we also have bonus features like unlimited live classes, macro course, crash course, performance report, personalized attention. So the tests that we are going to conduct, we also give you the performance report so that on the basis of that, you're going to analyze yourselves, right? Where do you stand? That is very important. And micro course is short course. So individual attention given to individual chapters. That is very important because sometimes you have certain problems कि भाई इस chapter में मुझे ये problem आ रहा है, right? So उसलिए आपके micro courses very very important है because you can study that particular concept in the micro course, right? तो कोई gap या missing link हम रहने नहीं देते हैं in Vedantu. And crash course is going to completely enable you to revise your syllabus. So major problem with the children, what stops them from securing high marks is क्या करते हैं बच्चे की कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स पे वो ज्यादा फोकस करते हैं, बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स को बहुत लाइटली ले लेते हैं, राइट? सो क्या होता है कि जिस सब्जेक्ट पे वो फोकस करे उसमें तो 90 आ जाता है, बट जो सब्जेक्ट्स वो लाइटली लेते हैं उसमें 70-75 आ जाता है, राइट? सो क्या हो जाता है, पूरा जो बैलेंस है वो गड़बड़ हो जाता है, राइट? तो वहाँ एग्रीगेट जो है वो नीचे गिर जाता है. तो 90% या टॉप करने के लिए इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू नीड टू फोकस ऑन ईच एंड एवरी सब्जेक्ट, है ना? तो वेदांतु में हम एग्जैक्टली वही करते हैं, राइट? सो ईच एंड एवरी सब्जेक्ट में हम फोकस करते हैं. सो वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोवाइड यू विद 6 सब्जेक्ट्स: फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथ्स, बायोलॉजी, social science, English, right guys? And what you need to do is just visit vdnt.in/yppro and आपको मिलेगा these features, ये सारे ऑप्शंस आएंगे. चूज योर ग्रेड, आपने अपना ग्रेड सिलेक्ट कर लिया, अपना बोर्ड सिलेक्ट कर लिया, आपने सारे डिटेल्स चेक कर लिए, हमने जो जो बोला है वो है कि नहीं, मैम ने जो जो एक्सप्लेन किया है इज दैट देयर और नॉट. गेट सब्सक्रिप्शन में आप क्लिक करो. उसके बाद इफ यू आर सेटिस्फाइड, आपके 3 टाइप्स के सब्सक्रिप्शन है, 1 month, 3 month, 6 month. तो बच्चा आई वुड रिकमेंड यू फॉर द 6 months बिकॉज उसमें कॉस्ट कम लगता है. 1 month आप बार बार ले रहे हो तो यू आर पेइंग मोर, right? So yes, 6 months would be cost effective for you all. And if you calculate, देखो before coupon and after coupon भी आपका दिया हुआ है price difference, right? तो आप अगर मेरा coupon code ऐड करते हो SWRPRO, if you apply this coupon code, you're going to get 15% discount, guys. Isn't that amazing? One subscription, so many features, so many subjects, right? And definitely we are taking you, holding your hand, taking you to the top level, right? So that is about Vedantu Pro Subscription, guys, and I recommend not to miss it, guys. right? And now we are going to start off with today's session, right? And yes, if you calculate, you will see a per class. Not even you are paying more than 7 rupees, guys. So that is quite reasonable, right? So I don't see any reason not to subscribe or not to take the Vedantu Pro subscription, right? So guys, do think about it and do come in our Vedantu family and guide us, help us to provide you the best. I mean, give us the opportunity to provide you with the best, right? So now we will start with Abou Ben Adhem by Leigh Hunt. We have already completed the poem, and today's session is going to be the question answer session and the theme and all that, the important technical aspects of the poem. So don't miss this session, guys. This is very important. And as usual, we will begin our session with a beautiful quote. He who loves a human being with all his heart can't love God anymore. That means जो इंसान से बहुत प्यार करता है वो गॉड से बहुत प्यार करता है, right? So he can't help loving God even more. So that is quite relevant to this chapter, है ना? So Abou Ben Adhem is the person who used to love all his fellow beings, that we have already done in the previous poem. So bacha, if you have missed the previous lesson in which we have analyzed the whole poem, please do attend the previous video. Okay, do watch the previous video and then come to this session. So most of you have, I think, बहुत सारे बच्चों ने कमेंट किया है. थैंक यू फॉर ऑल योर वंडरफुल कमेंट्स. दो बच्चों ने मेल भी किया है, नेहा एंड आदित्य. थैंक यू फॉर योर वंडरफुल मेल. आई हैव एक्चुअली read your entire answer and it's both of your answers are tremendously well written. Thank you for that. And I have taken 2 of your comments, guys. those जिन्होंने भी कमेंट किया है, कमेंट बॉक्स में 2 कमेंट्स मैंने लिया है. First is by Tanu Yadav. Homework question उसने दिया है. Abou Ben Adhem had a simple yet charming personality. He is a man of calm and composure. He is bold and straightforward. He is bold and straightforward in nature. He is straightforward in nature because he remains calm and quiet, and he has an exceeding peace of mind. Thank you so much, Tanu. Thank you so much. Next is by Lina. Abou Ben Adhem seems to be a man of calm and composure, having humble nature, being respectful for the angel, seems to be a lover of the creation that God has made. Absolutely, Lina. Thank you so much. With that, we move ahead with the theme of the poem. So first is finding the way to God. Main theme is कि God तक हम कैसे पहुँचे, right? And what is the best way to find? What is the best method to find a way to God? Let's see. Many people profess their love of God, but this love manifests itself in their lives as a noun. It is when, noun means material, okay? It is when love of God is a verb, that is, हम जो कर रहे हैं वो प्यार है, right? So doing word, and doing word by verb I means doing word, that one finds the way to God and is blessed by Him. The poem suggests people can express their love of God in the best way by being kind to their fellow human. And God will bless those, just as He did at the end of the poem, who will love the fellow being who will love their fellow being, and जो God के creation से प्यार करेगा, God उसी को प्यार करेगी, right? Because there is God in each and every one of us. आपने letter to God पे पढ़ा था, right? कि हम एक that was CBSE syllabus ना. Okay, anyways, कि एक इंसान में God रहता है. Okay, so in each and every one of us there is God, there is the presence of God. So maybe there is no invisible entity called God whom whom we search for, but God is present in each one of us. Just expressing in words that they love God is not enough. People need to demonstrate His love by acting in a way that God has taught them, and that way is loving the fellow human beings. Faith is another important theme. Abou Ben Adhem believes in God, in His love, and in the fact that angel is an emissary of the Lord, messenger of the Lord, right? It does not occur to him to question the angel's position or list that the angel comes bearing, right? So वो ना तो क्वेश्चन करता है उस एंजल को, और ना ही वो जो नाम लिखती है फर्स्ट डे जब वो आती है, and she says that the angel says that I am writing I am writing the name of those who loves God, and your name is not there. Still he does not raise a question, right? And it also does not occur to him. It also does not occur to him to question God's love, right? So if he, the moment when the angel says that your name is not in the list, he still does not question that why my name is not in the list, right? So then he says that tell him that I am the one who loves the fellow being, right? So again, his love, his faith is very strong, and he knows that he has God's love. When Abou Ben Adhem learns that he is not on the list of those who love God, he's not concerned. That is what I said right now, because he has faith that he is doing God's will. And in loving his fellow human, he is actually demonstrating his love to God. He has faith that God will know this, and definitely his sincerity would be known. Next is all that glitters is not gold, right? So there is an interesting juxtaposition in the poem between actual love of God and demonstrated love of God. What is the actual love of God? That Abou Ben Adhem is showing. What is the demonstrated or the showy kind of love of God? That which the other people, try to show, try to flatter God. But on the other hand, they are being hypocrite by not loving the fellow human beings or the creation of God. The people on the first list spend a great deal of time being seen to love God. They want to show their love to God, demonstrate their love to God, but very little time demonstrating this love in action in their lives. So they do not spend their they they do not spend their time in basically demonstrating this love in action in their lives by loving the human beings, which Abou Ben Adhem does. The first list is written in a flashy gold book, again, something that puts greater importance on the appearance of something rather than the contents of it. So, why is it a flashy gold book? So, the gold book is also having a symbolic meaning, which we will do separately. So, stay tuned, guys. Okay. The poem aims to show that giving the appearance of something and actually doing something are not the same thing. So, appearance versus reality, and that the people on the first list are not sincere for their love of God, but just want to be seen to love God, and that is why they want their names to be written in that list to be seen that they love God. Whereas Abou Ben Adhem, he knew he knew already that God knows that he loves his fellow men, and therefore he does not worry even if his name is not on the first list of the golden book. Next is love, which is the main theme, very important theme. After all, both lists involve love, the first and the second, right? In the first list is a list of those who love God, and the second, a list of those whom God has blessed, which turns out to be a list of those who brings God's love to life by loving their fellow humans, who are God's creation and therefore representative of God's love for all of us. Now we will see the poetic devices. I hope the theme is clear, because if you don't get the theme of the poem, then you will not be able to understand the question answers. If you are able to follow the theme, you can tackle any question that is asked in your papers, guys, right? So please understand the text first, understand the poem first, and then get hold of the theme of the poem. Very, very, very important. Moving ahead, okay, let me disappear for some time. Okay, so first of all, you can see that there is alliteration here in the first line. Awoke one night from a deep dream. So D, repetition of D, making it rich and like a lily in the bloom. Again, lily, like lily, alliteration. Here we also have assonance. Why? Because we have the I sound repeated. Next, we have imagery, when an angel writing in a book of gold. So we can almost see the image of the golden book, before us. We can almost visualize that, right? And then we have consonants in and is mine one. So I, repetition of I, the vowel sound I, and then again, nay, not so. So one, O, repetition of the vowel sound O. And we also have alliteration in nay, not, repetition of the sound N, right? Again, Abu spoke more low. We have assonance. Why? Because the O sound is being repeated. I hope the poetic devices are clear to you from this stanza. Next, we have the angel wrote and vanished. So we have symbolism in that angel. Angel is, symbolically represented over here. And then we see imagery. Light is also symbolically represented. We also see imagery. It came again with a great awakening. That is, again, almost we can visualize the angel coming with a great awakening. And then we have consonants and alliteration in this line. Uh, Next night we have alliteration, and we have consonants here. Where yes, in this part, wrote and vanished the next night. So t sound is repeated. So there is the, wrote, the, night, next, right? T sound is repeated. So that is consonants, right? So by now I think you are all experts in finding out consonants and alliteration after so many sessions already, right? So now let me come back again. So we will talk about the character sketch. Okay? First, okay, of course, Abou Ben Adhem. So the character of Abou Ben Adhem is a very charming one, and you all know that from where is the character of Abou Ben Adhem taken. I have mentioned that in the previous video, so if you have missed, I'm not going to repeat it again. Please go back and see the video, okay? So he seems to be a man of calm and composure, as one of you already mentioned in your answers as well, and he's bold and straightforward, as you already said, okay? Because the poet says, you can also quote few lines to show, right? Exceeding peace had made Abou Ben Adhem bold, right? What writest thou and is mine one shows Abu's effortless expression of curiosity. Only people with simplest mind can ask so easily to a stranger. And also his waking up from waking up from deep sleep. So the fact, as I already mentioned in the previous video, that the fact that he was having a deep sleep, that also suggests that he was a very simple and honest man, and he had a very contented life. And you are contented only when you are a good man and a virtuous man, right? So Abu is not rude, he's rather respectful, and he puts his request, I pray thee. So definitely he is humble, he is very humble. And then Abou Ben Adhem is a lover of the human race, that is most important, and that is exactly connected with the theme of the poem itself. And now we would move ahead with the question answer. So explain, may his tribe increase. So the very first line, has this phrase called, may his tribe increase, which is very, very, very important. The phrase, may his tribe increase, means that may the number of good people like Abou Ben Adhem increase in this selfish and wicked world. So ये जो world है, ये filled with selfish people है, right? So we need more and more men like Abou Ben Adhem, especially in today's world where we are facing so many religious atrocities as well, जहाँ पे हम religion के नाम पे भी divide करते हैं लोगों के बीच, right? We forget that the way to reach God is not dividing people on the basis of artificial boundaries that we create. It is only if we, हम religion के basis पे एक दूसरे को मारने लग जाते हैं, we create violence. So in any religious book has it been written that you need to, propagate violence among people in order to reach to me? No. God, मतलब हम जब किसी को मार रहे हैं, when we are, killing someone on the name of religion, think that we are killing a creation of God. So if we are killing the person whom God has created with love, then are we loving God? That is a great question that has been raised in this poem, right? So in today's world, we do need people like Abou Ben Adhem, and that is why the phrase may his tribe increase is very important, right? Now describe the angel. How did he look at Abu? So when the angel, यहाँ पे angel जो है, one of you asked me whether he or she. So it is he, okay? It is he, ठीक है? Sorry if by mistake I addressed the angel by she. Usually we have she angels, right? But here it is he, okay? So the angel was the angel was emanating peace and looked pure in the white light around him. And he looked at Abu in acceptance and willingly told him that he was writing a piece of those. Basically, it is not given whether it is, a he or a she. So you may address it like angels, representative of God. So let it be like the angel, let it be anonymous, let it be not anonymous, let it be a mystery. Okay. So next we see, what does the book of gold symbolize? Very important question. This is the very important question, guys. The book of gold symbolizes the richness a man encounters when he loves the God, a richness of spirit that transcends his life, right? And what surprises Abu the next night? What message has the poet conveyed to all of us? The next night, the angel came again into his room and showed him the names of all those who had been blessed by God, and whose name was at the top. It was Abou Ben Adhem. The message that the poet conveys is: if you want to get love of God, you need to love His fellow being. So that was all about Abou Ben Adhem. I hope you all have loved this poem and would also inculcate uh, this in your lives, in your daily lives as well. So yes, guys, before we bid adieu, please please don't forget to drop your comments on the question: what have you learned from this poem? Okay, what have you learned from this poem? What message have you got from this beautiful poem? Right. So before you go, guys, don't forget to subscribe in Vedantu Pro Subscription. Do not forget to do that. So choose your grade, choose your board, check out the details, click on get subscription. 3 types of subscriptions are there, as I have already explained to you. So whatever is suitable to you, basically cost effective is 6 months, as I have already explained. You are paying just 7 rupees per class, right? What you need to do is also you are getting 15% flat discount if you are using this coupon code SWRPRO. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and you people are not liking the video, please do hit the like button and do comment. Don't forget to drop your comments, valuable comments, okay? And yes, do subscribe if you have still not subscribed. Bhulna mat, theek hai? Thank you. You can reach me out anytime, you know that. Take care. Bye bye.